guys, it's Jane, and today I'll be doing part 6 of Analects of Confucius series. Actually, we're almost done with chapter 1, so I will be starting right where we left off last time. It was part 14 of the first chapter. 자공이 여쭈었다. 가난해도 아첨하지 않고 부유해도 교만하지 않으면 어떻습니까? 공자께서 말씀하셨다. 그도 괜찮다만 가난하면서도 도를 즐기고 부유하면서도 예를 좋아하는 것만은 못하다. 자공이 말했다. 시경에 절차탁바라 하였으니 이를 두고 한 말입니까? 공자께서 말씀하셨다. 이제 비로소 너와 함께 시를 논할 수 있게 되었구나. 지난 일을 일러주니 앞 일까지 아는구나. And in English it would be, Sigyong said, What do you pronounce concerning the poor, and yet who does not flatter, and the rich man who is not proud? And the master Confucius replied, They will do, but they are not equal to him who though poor is yet cheerful, and to him though rich loves the rules of propriety. Sigyong replied, It is said in the book of poetry, As you cut and then file, as you carve and then polish. The meaning is the same, I apprehend, as that of which you have just expressed. And the master said, with one like I can begin to talk about the odes. I told him at one point and he knew its proper sequence. So this was a conversation between the master Confucius and one of his disciples. And one of his disciples asked a very, very interesting question about the rich and the poor and the different values that different people have. Moving on. 공자께서 말씀하셨다. 남이 나를 알아주지 않는 것을 걱정하지 말고 내가 남을 알지 못할 것을 걱정해야 한다. 제가 정말 좋아하는 공자께서 하신 말씀인데 in English it would be The master said, I will not be afflicted at men's not knowing me. I will be afflicted that I do not know men. This means basically that I have perceived it to be that you should be a bigger person, that you shouldn't worry about people not knowing who you are, but that you should be concerned that you do not know who that person truly is, and to not judge them before you worry about them judging you. And that brings us to the end of the first chapter. 이제 제 2편인 위정편으로 바로 넘어가 보겠습니다. 공자께서 말씀하셨다. 덕으로서 하는 정치는 마치 북극성이 제자리에 있고 많은 별들이 이를 향하는 것과 같다. In English, it would be, the master said, He who exercises government by means of his virtue may be compared to the North Polar Star, which keeps its place and all the stars turn towards it. 이것도 제가 정말 좋아하는데 I've perceived this to mean that if you do your work with virtue, then it will be better than if you don't have virtue if you don't do your work for the greater good. Because he said it can be compared to the North Polar Star, which keeps its place and the stars turn towards it. So if you act with virtue, the universe will help you. I don't think this is the right... there is no right or wrong, right? It's all just our opinion when reading it, but this was my own take on it. And next we have 공자께서 말씀하셨다. 시경 300편을 한마디로 요약하면 생각에 사악함이 없다 할 수 있다. As I said before, my words are really not coming out today. I apologize. In English, it would be, the master said, in the book of poetry are 300 pieces, but the design of them all may be embraced in one sentence. Have no depraved thoughts. Quite straightforward, yes? And now on to the last part of today's video. 공자께서 말씀하셨다. 백성들을 정치로 이끌고 형별로 다스리면 백성들이 형별을 면하기는 하지만 부끄러움이 없을 것이다. 이들을 덕으로 이끌고 예로 다스리면 부끄러움을 알고 또한 바르게 될 것이다. 제가 정말 좋아하는 공자께서 하신 말씀입니다. In English, it would be, the master said, if the people be led by laws and uniformity sought to be given to them by punishments, they will try to avoid the punishments, but have no sense of shame. If they be led by virtue and uniformity sought to be given to them by the rules of propriety, they will have a sense of shame and moreover will become good. It's a very similar meaning to the one that I said before. Yes, and I really like this particular sentence because I think it is very true and can relate in our modern world. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye!